Hey Bethany, this is Pastor Josh today, and I am going to be offering a webinar on how to do e-giving. Here at Bethany, our mission strategy for making disciples of Jesus Christ is by seeking God in worship, connecting with community through small groups, and serving the world by sharing God's love. At Bethany, our staff and myself have committed, and our members have continued to commit to being able to achieve that mission, even in this time right now. But one of the things that we have noticed is that in order for us to continue that mission, we need to be able to continue to have our staff, and we need to be able to continue to have the ability to reach out, and all of that takes funds and our resources. And so today I just wanted to offer a webinar on how to do e-giving. It really is a simple thing, and I believe that we can here within the next 5-10 minutes teach you pretty quickly on how to do e-giving, and you'll be an expert of it by the end of this. So the very first thing that I want you to do is go to your web browser. My web browser is Safari. I use a Mac. Your web browser may be Google Chrome. It may be Firefox. It may be Internet Explorer. I'm not sure exactly what you're using these days as your web browser, but I'm going to pull up my web browser. You go to the top of your URL, and this is your URL search bar. I'm not sure what URL stands for, but that's where you put in your web address. And so if you wanted to go to like google.com, this is where you would type that, or yahoo.com, or whatever, espn.com. I'm going to show you two ways to get to our online giving page. The first is by going to our homepage. That is bethumc.org. Here it goes. It pulls up our homepage. If you haven't seen our homepage, there's a lot of great information on here. Would encourage you to check it out. And thank you, Dow, for being our webmaster who continues to keep all of that up to date. So, but what I want to talk about today is this button right here that says Give. If you click on that button there, it's going to take you to our online giving website. This is Vanco Solutions' website. This is who we use to be able to do online giving. So right here, this is that's one way to get here. Another easy way to get here, if you just type in bethumc.org/give. Again, that's bethumc.org/give. You can go to that site. It's going to redirect you to our online giving site automatically. I'm not doing a thing. I'm not touching anything. And here it comes. It brings us right back to our online giving site. So a couple of things here about our online giving site. This right here, this donation page immediate here on the front, this is for those who are doing one-time giving. If they're a visitor, if you're a guest, you can give right here. If you wanted to say that we had a guest come on and they want to give a $25 donation to our general fund, they can go on here, hit $25. If they can give it one time, they can even schedule for when that comes out. So let's say they joined us for worship this Sunday and they said they want to give a $25 gift to our ministries here at Bethany, but they don't want to, they get paid on Wednesday, and so they don't want it to come out till next Friday, so they can go on here and schedule that for, they're here on the 19th. I don't get paid till Wednesday. Let's schedule that to come out on the 24th, and they would hit continue, and that one-time gift would go out of their account on Friday the 24th. So that's one-time giving. If you are planning on giving on a regular basis, I would encourage you to come right over here and hit Create Profile. When you click on this, you're going to click on Create Profile. You'll put in your email address. After you put in your email address, it's going to ask you for some basic information. And so let me show you some of what that basic information is. I'm going to go back to our homepage. That's going to take us right back to our Bethany website page. And I'm going to start over, and I'm going to show you what happens when you actually log into your profile. So let me go right here. I'm going to put in my username and password. I'm going to hit login. Don't want it to remember that. And I'm going to click right here to profile first. So this is the basic kind of information that they ask for in that when you go to that next page. It's going to ask you for your name, your address, your city, your state, your zip code. You see all these little red buttons that say required. That means that you're required to fill those in. It's really simple when you enter in that information. it is going to tell you if you've messed up and if you've done something wrong, and it'll highlight it with a bright red box saying you need to go back and make sure that this is correct, or you forgot this. So let's go back to summary real quick here on this right here. All right, so Jackie and I have been using online giving as our John 8:12 missions giving. For our regular tithe, which we do tithe. Jackie and I take 10% of our income, and we do tithe to Bethany. Our tithe is coming in through the mail, through bill pay from our bank. So every month, our bank sends our tithe to the church. And so I have not stopped that service simply because I can still pick up checks from the mail. And if that's an option that you want to do, and I would encourage that as well. If you want to mail in your checks, or that would be awesome. But Jackie and I have found that this has been very great and very useful for our John 8:12 giving. So we give $20 a month because that John 8:12 is that $10 a month, and so for both Jackie and I, we're giving our $20 a month. You may see over here it says total is $20.20. That's because we've been paying the offset fee of how much it costs to process. So we've been doing our giving through a bank draft, and bank drafts, Venco Solutions get their money to offer this service through their fees. So there's a 1% fee. So $20, 1% is 20 cents. There's a fee that we offset our giving with. For a debit card or credit card, it's a 2.75% fee. So if you are using a debit card or credit card, it's just the same as if you go out to the grocery store. The credit card or debit card company gets a portion of that money. And that's partially just the way it works in businesses, that's just the way it works. So for that convenience, really what this is a convenience charge. So anyway, the cool part about setting up an account, you can go here, you can schedule transactions. So let's add a transaction. And let's say you want to set this up to give your tithe. So let's say you're going to give $400 a month, or you've pledged to give $400 a month, and you want to set that up so that you don't have to think about it. You can automatically set it up so that it comes out every month without you having to do anything. You can go into here, choose one. Let's say you want to give this on a monthly basis. You click monthly. The 15th sounds like a great date for that money to come out of your account, so that's awesome. You can put a donation end date. So let's say you set this up and you want to give $400 a month for the year of 2020. You would go into here. You can go and find, let's go find the month of December. There we go, 12/31/20. This is going to stop at the end of this year, and then next year, the beginning of next year, you can reset your pledge for the coming year. So if I were to hit continue, it would ask for my bank account information, etc. And I would hit continue again, and it's set up. So once a month on the 15th of every month from now until the end of 2020, $400 will come out of whatever account that I set it up to come out of. And it's really, friends, it's really just that simple. If you want to give $400 a month to your pledge, you also want to give an additional $10 to your John 8:12 on a monthly basis. You can do that all at one go. Set it up monthly. Right now, I've got $400 a month going to the general fund, $10 a month going to John 8:12 on a monthly basis on the 15th of every month from now until the end of 2020, and it's set up. So the cool part about one of the cool things about this is you can go and check your statements to make sure that these funds are going out. So right here on my transaction history, let's say next February you're doing your taxes and you want to figure out how much did I give to Bethany for tax purposes. You can go right here, type in 1/1/20 to 12/31/20, all funds or general fund, or however you want to look it up. Hit search, and every single transaction that you made is going to show up right here. And so that really is kind of neat to be able to use this as an online giving tool. We hope that if this has been something that's been useful for you, I hope it is something that you can feel free to use and be able to continue to give to the ministries of Bethany. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I would be glad to help you, or you can reach out to Donna Werner or Scott Whittemore, our treasurer, financial secretary, and Scott is also our finance chair. So if you have any questions about how to use or whatever, feel free to reach out to one of the three of us, and we'll be glad to help you in any way. And we just really want to say, I really want to say thank you for continuing to give of your time, of your resources, of your gifts to continue the ministries of Bethany as we make disciples of Jesus Christ by seeking God in worship, connecting with community through small groups, and serving the world by sharing God's love. Grace and peace. I love you guys.